Hey, are you a good negotiator when it comes to selling your property? I think I'm an okay negotiator. I don't think I'm a great one, but I've done it so much. I got a lot of practice, and I sometimes can kind of get an idea of how things are going to go just when the thing gets started, because I've seen it so many times. So let me give you a couple real quick tips for negotiating the sale of your land. Things that I do and that work and or have worked anyway. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't claim that these are the only important things, but they're important. And I'm talking about exclusively from this point of view of selling your land. So there's the principles can work on buying too, I suppose, but what I'm talking about is strictly from the point of selling. And those of you that have seen any of my other videos about negotiation or read anything in my books, you know that I like to try to make win-win deals. I'm all for finding some ground that works for everybody, and everybody walk away with a little bit of what they wanted, a little bit of what they didn't want, but at the end, everybody's satisfied that they've made a fair win-win deal. So with that in mind, number one, is decide you truly want to sell your property. When you put land for sale, the goal is to sell it. The goal isn't to, man, I'm the world's hardest negotiator. Well, you're not a negotiator. If you never sell anything, you're just somebody who can't make a deal. So there are hard negotiators who make deals, and there are people who claim to be hard negotiators, and all they are is just hard-headed or arrogant or something, because they never make any deals. So first of all, decide that you truly want to sell the property and you truly want to make a deal. You want to find somebody that will give you the terms that you're looking for, and those terms have to be real and reasonable, or otherwise we're not even talking the same language. And if your goal is to sell the property, here's the next thing you do. When somebody makes you a fair offer, and when I mean fair, is something that's in the ballpark of reality. It might not be what you want. It might not even be real close to what you want, but you can tell a legitimate offer from somebody that's just being ridiculous. Somebody that's sitting in their basement at 3 o'clock in the morning sending out emails. That's not real. But somebody makes you a legitimate fair offer, counter that offer. Counter the thing. Now, that doesn't mean that you got to meet them halfway or you got to make a big move in your asking price or terms. No. But somebody makes you a legitimate offer, counter it. Because when you get people talking, when you get things going back and forth, that's when good things can happen. If everybody clams up, if everybody gets hard-headed and digs their heels in at the very beginning, nothing's ever going to happen. So, number one, make sure you want to sell it. Number two, make sure you counter it. And then number three, make sure that you have a limit. I mean, yeah, you want to be fair, you want to negotiate and try to get a deal done, but at some point, enough is enough. Some point there is a line that you got to draw in the sand to say, hey, this is as far as I'm going. 2 examples in the last 2 weeks. A couple of properties that the sellers have given me complete authority to negotiate on their behalf. So I don't have to call them with every little detail. They said, hey, Pat, here's ballpark what we want to do. You just get it done and let us know when we got a firm deal and we'll sign everything up. First one, I countered back. I countered back again with, hey, this is where we are. This is our bottom dollar. This is the best that we can do. And he said, I just can't do it. And that lasted about a week. He called my agent back, gave me the another offer, and it was within $25 an acre of our low number. And that was close enough. Got him in the ballpark. Good deal, good fair deal for everybody. We signed that one up. So making some counters and then being firm in it and realizing that you're not just going to get pushed around, people will take notice. And if they want the property, which this gentleman did, they're going to have time to think about it and digest it and realize that if you made a fair counter and it's a decent price for the property for what it is, and they want it, well, that's what they got to pay to buy it. And the other deal was an owner finance deal. Different owner owned this one than the previous one, but it was an owner finance deal. We didn't counter much on it. I gave the guy our counter. with his owner finance proposal, and it was a good proposal, but it just wasn't quite enough as the terms were concerned. So I gave him the guy, said, hey, here's the bottom line. It's this much down. It's going to be this purchase price, and it's going to be this interest rate for this many years. And that's just non-negotiable. That's the bottom line. That's the deal. That is it, 100%. He said, just can't do that. Month later, calls back. I sent him the contract today. We got a deal. He mulled it over, realized that what that we were asking in those terms were not unreasonable at all. The interest rate was not too high. The terms were exactly, we're not harsh in any way. That's kind of pretty realistic. Firmed up deal. So just drawing a line in the sand with a firm counter was enough to bring this guy back to the table and get this deal done. Now, these aren't magic solutions that you're going to get every deal sold, but decide you want to sell it. Counter every fair offer so that you can get some conversation going, and then at some point draw a line in the sand to say, hey, this is my number, these are my terms, this is realistic, this is fair, and if you can do it, great. If you can't, I'm sorry. And then you can move on, maybe find another buyer. Thanks for watching our videos. There's some more right there about selling land. Check them out.